Well, hi, and thanks for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Today we've got the Walther model LGU on the bench. That's the model LGU. This one's in 177 caliber. It's quite a heavy gun. It comes in just over 9 pounds, but it's a real sweet shooter. My only complaint on this gun is the trigger. The Walther went ahead and made a phenomenal rifle. This thing has so much potential, and then they put a crappy trigger on it. And the trigger on this gun is ridiculous. The pull is too heavy. There's a lot of creep. It's just I prefer a much nicer trigger, especially if I'm going to be shooting a gun with this much potential. This should be capable of one-hole groups at 25 yards. We're going to do some grouping with it today. We're also going to check that trigger pull gauge against that trigger pull, and we're going to run it over the chronograph and put it through its paces today to see what this gun's all about. So stick around. This ought to be fun. And thanks again for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Okay, so we have the Walther LGU on the bench, and we're going to go ahead and see what this trigger is all about. Again, I'm really disappointed with this trigger. It just should not be this heavy for a gun like this. It shouldn't have the kind of creep that it's got. I expect more out of a rifle with this kind of build quality. It's just, this gun here should be a one-hole group gun at 25 yards, and I can't hold it steady enough to do that because I'm pulling such a heavy trigger pull weight that I'm pulling the gun off target. Alright, shot number 1 with the trigger pull weight. This is a new Lyman trigger pull gauge that Mrs. Pellets and Pistons bought us for Christmas, folks, so you got her to thank for this wonderful new tool. Wow. All right, let's try it again. That's how hard this trigger is to pull. I mean, the trigger pull gauge just slipped off the trigger before the gun fired. Let's try it again. Shot number 1. Two pounds, 15.9 ounces. So that's a 3-pound pull right there. Let's try it again. Shot number 2. Two pounds, 15 ounces. Now that's great if it's a hunting gun, but this gun's way too heavy, coming in at over 9 pounds. This isn't the kind of gun you're going to carry around the woods hunting with. This is the kind of gun you're going to shoot off the bench or shoot field target with. And that trigger just does not lend itself well to either one of those endeavors. So let's get shot number 3 over here and we'll take an average. Feel that creep. 3 pounds, 4.7 ounces. We average that, we get 3 pounds, 1.2 ounces. That is ridiculous for a gun that's designed the way this gun is designed. Everything else about this gun is phenomenal. Why put a trigger on it like that? So my solution is I've ordered a Rowan engineering trigger out of a company in the UK. They make a replacement trigger for this gun, and from what I've been told, it should make one heck of a difference. So we're going to go ahead and install that and polish the trigger parts as well, and we'll do another video on that, and hopefully we'll be able to straighten this thing out and get it to shoot the way it should. So the next segment, we're going to run it over the chronograph, and we'll see what it's got for power output. So stick around, and thanks again, folks, for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Okay, so it's the Walther LGU. We're going to do 5 shots over the chronograph. We'll see what this 177 caliber rifle's doing with the 10.65 grain H&N Barracuda match pellets. These are the pellets that this gun seems to prefer. So that's the ones we're going to go ahead and check over the chronograph and see what kind of results we're getting. It really is a wonderful rifle. Everything about it is fantastic with the exception of that trigger. The build quality is solid, rock solid. The firing cycles great, even though I haven't done anything to the rifle. This is shot number 1 over the chrono. 728. We'll do 5 shots and then we'll average them out for you, give you the extreme spread as well as the foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Shot number 2. 725. It's got the tiniest bit of buzz, and I'm not going to do anything about it, at least not now. I think just a small amount of spring tar would be enough to correct it. Shot number 3. 719. I also have the Walther model LGU, which also loves these pellets, so it seems to be a thing with these rifles. If you happen to have one, give these pellets a try. These are the H&N Barracuda Match, 4.52 head diameter. Shot number 4. 725. Oops. These guns are so fumbly for me to load sometimes. There we go. Big fat fingers, a little tiny opening, and a 177 caliber pellet all combine to make loading sometimes a little bit tricky. Shot number 5. 723. So we'll put up the average there, give you the foot-pounds of muzzle energy as well as the extreme spread. Looks like it's doing pretty good as far as I can see. At any rate, next segment we're going to go ahead and shoot at 25 yards with these same Barracuda Match pellets, so stick around. Thanks again, folks, for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Okay, so we're going to be shooting at 25 yards with the Walther model LGU and 177 caliber. We're shooting H&N Barracuda Match pellets, which weigh in at 10.65 grains. We'll be shooting at that target center frame in your frame, and let's begin. Again, this gun's going to shoot pretty good, but it can shoot a lot better, I think, once I get this trigger straightened out. But for now, keep that in mind. And we'll do our best to hold this group as small as possible. Really is a sweet rifle. If I can straighten this trigger out, this is going to become one of my favorites. I can see it now. One of the things I'd like to do when we have another nice day is I'm going to get this underlever, the Walther LGU. I'm going to get the TX200 Mark III and the HW model 97K, and we're going to do a 3-way head-to-head and see how they perform on paper. That should be interesting. Shot number 2. But this gun should perform right up there with the TX and the 97K. I don't see why it won't once this trigger gets resolved. Just a wonderful gun. Shot number 3. All right. Shot number 4. Damn. And I think I can blame that one on the trigger. Oh, shot number 5. Well, I'd say that did pretty good, and it'll do a lot better, I think, once we get that trigger issue resolved. So let's celebrate this fantastic rifle by shooting that bell out there at 60 yards. This wonderful Walther model LGU, 60 yards. Ring that bell. Wow, missed. We were doing so good on paper, I don't know how I missed that target. I think I might have shot underneath it. Well, let's try that again. If you could see the size of that thing, you'd wonder how the heck I just missed. Alright, try that again. I'll aim a little higher this time. There we go. Nice solid hit. That rang pretty, didn't it? So thank you folks for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and by all means hit that bell if you'd like to be reminded of future videos. I can't thank you enough folks for your viewership. Have a great day.